I shouldn't have to ask for what I want. My Prince Charming should just know. If I have to ask, it doesn't count. Cinderella's dead. Prince Charming probably just came out of rehab. And the bad news is, if you want it, you're going to have to fight for it. Lose the ego. Remember that you're a team. Assert yourself with love. When you do not get what you want in your relationship, you resent it. Own your right to go after what you want. That is not selfish. It is good for your partner that you're happy. One, own your right to go after it and go after it. Two, once you've been hurt, even though you don't really trust the son of a gun, that's a given. Even though they're doing a terrible job, that's a given. Once they say, okay, I'll try, stop being aggressive. And then three, once they start, encourage them, don't discourage them. Let me ask you a question. How many of you here with me today have tried to get more of what you want in your relationship? A, B, how well's that been working? If you do, as virtually everyone does, what you learn to do in what my pal Esther Perel calls that school of relationships called your family growing up, and what the culture at large teaches you, guess what? You're probably not doing nearly as well as you could be. And you need to. You need to stand up and get your wants and needs met. You're talking to the guy who wrote the audiobook Fierce Intimacy. I firmly believe that when partners stop leaning in and addressing the issues, taking each other on, telling the truth, the first casualty is passion. You may think you're compromising, but maybe you are, but quite often you're really settling. The cost of that is passion, aliveness, generosity. On the other hand, I have empathy for folks who stop taking each other on, because when we try, it often doesn't go very well. What we almost always do is blame our partners for that. Nice to have them around. But actually, we can take each other on, wrestle with each other, take on the issues, and get more of what we want much, much more skillfully than the defaults that you learn growing up as a child and the defaults you learn in this culture. So I'm going to teach you today of how to do it better. Step one, dare to rock the boat. This is the scary part. Lean in, metaphorically grab your partner by the collar and say, listen, this is really important to me. I know you love me. You want me to be happy. I want to be happy. Let's work together. You're doing a great job. This would be better. Not criticism, request. This would be better. It's important to me. As a favor to me, would you please listen to my language? It's subjective. As a favor to me, this would work better for me. You are not God's gift on how your partner is supposed to handle themselves in your relationship. It's not you should, it's what I would like. This is important to me. I know you want to please me. I know you love me. I love you too. You're doing fine with this. This could be better. Would you be willing to work on that? Subjective, humble, positive, not critical, but forceful. It's really important. That means you got to be centered. We have a saying in RLT, we want the mighty to melt. We want the one-up to come down, open their hearts, open their ears, stop being so defensive and listen. You want to please your partner. Get over yourself and learn how to please your partner. It's in your interest. We want the weak to stand up. Mighty melt, weak stand up. You cannot be intimate from the one-up. You cannot be intimate from the one down. In the words of the great Carol Gilligan, love demands democracy. So if you're a one-up person and when you hear something you feel criticized and defensive, take a breath, check your ego at the door, and listen to your partner and try and give them what they want. If you're a one-down person And man, am I speaking to a lot of heterosexual women. If you're a one down person, own your right to go after what you want. That is not selfish. That's what traditional gender roles teach you. Leading men, women, non binary people into true intimacy is synonymous with leading them beyond patriarchy, leading them beyond traditional gender roles. When you do not get what you want in your relationship, you resent it. You may not own that you resent it, but you do. And your resentment leaks out sideways in a lack of generosity, passion, softness, giving. Not getting what you want is no favor to either of you. Now, this is what we say. Our relationships are our biospheres. It's what I call ecological wisdom. It is in your interest to take care of your biosphere. Why? You're in it. That's why wake up. If you are entitled, defensive, irresponsible, walled off, come down. Take care of your biosphere by opening up and yielding. If you're one down, not assertive, go along to get along, come up. It is not selfish in a constructive way to go after what you want. It is taking care of your biosphere. It is good for your partner that you're happy. Lose this, I shouldn't open up my mouth and speak because it's selfish. That's just nonsense. It's good biosphere hygiene. And then, of course, for some traditional women, there's that Cinderella thing. I shouldn't have to ask for what I want. My Prince Charming should just know. If I have to ask, it doesn't count. Well, here's what I love to say. Cinderella's dead. Prince Charming probably just came out of rehab. And the bad news is, if you want it, you're going to have to fight for it. Roll up your sleeves and in a loving way, go after it. Don't expect your partner to know what you want and need without your even telling them. And it may be frightening. Your partner may not react well. Try to help them a few times. And if you need help, get help to help them listen to you. But it's not in anyone's interest that you walk around feeling unmet and resentful. Bad for you, bad for your partner, bad for the kids who are living with you. We can do better. So have some courage, get some allies if you need, and dare to rock the boat with love. Under patriarchy, you can either be connected, accommodating, go along to get along, traditionally feminine, or you can be powerful, assertive, competent, go after it, traditionally masculine. But dig this, you can't be both at the same time. You can't accommodate and assert in the same moment under patriarchy, because power is power over, not power with. When you step into power, we often break connection. We don't step into power lovingly. And I call this individual empowerment. I was weak, now I'm strong, go screw yourself. No, forget it. You have to speak with skill, diplomacy. And what we teach is what we call loving power, soft power. The art of cherishing your partner and standing up for yourself in the same breath. Who knows how to do that? No one. I have to teach you. What does it mean? Does it mean saying, Melissa, I don't like how you're talking to me. I'm not being disrespectful to you. Don't talk to me like that. You know what? That's fair enough. But relationally, D minus. How about this? Melissa, sweetheart, I want to hear what you have to say. Could you please tone it down so I can actually listen to it? I want to hear. Can you help me hear it, please? Two ways of saying the same thing. But the first is about me and my power. The second is about us. We're a team. Let's work on this together. And then listen to this. Hey, Melissa, is there anything I could say or do that would help you do that? Who sounds like that? I want to empower you to come through for me. I want to empower me to assert myself, and I want to empower my partner to deliver. Why? Because I want them to deliver. That's why. Hello, wake up. We're an ecosystem. We're a team. It's not sex, I need more sex. It's, honey, we both deserve a great sex life. What do we need to do to make that happen together? Lose the ego. Remember that you're a team. Assert yourself with love. Asserting yourself with love, soft power, is beyond the culture that we live in, beyond patriarchy. It's a brand new territory. Two, drop the aggression. Don't sell past the sale. Okay, I'll try and be less critical. Well, it's horrible for me when you're critical. I hate it. Hello, shut up. Take the yes. Okay, I'll be less critical. Great. Thank you. How are you going to do that? What could I do to support you? Once they're on board, okay, honey, I'll try. Lose the aggression. And ready? This is tough. Help them out. Why do you want to help them out? Because you're helping them give you what you want. Wake up. Okay, Melissa, this is what I want. This is what less critical would look like. Actually, let me go beyond. I don't want just for you to be less critical. I'd like you to actually be appreciative. This is what that would break it down. Be specific. Teach them with humility, subjectivity. This is what would float my boat. Let me teach you exactly what I want. The more specific, the more behavioral, the greater the odds you'll get it. The more general, the more it's about change your attitude, blah, blah. No. Really take them by the hand. This would work better for me. Let me break it down for you. Have you got it? What did you just hear? Are you willing? And then, can I help you? Okay. And then 3, make it worth their while. Reward, don't criticize. Who does that? Look, I've been a couple therapists for 40 years. Let me let you into a little secret. When partner B actually starts giving partner A what partner A is asking for, does partner A generally swoon in their arms and say, thank you, dear? We do not. We do not. We cut them under the knees, completely disempower their progress and complain about how it's not. Why do we do this? To protect ourselves. Why do we complain instead of teach and request? Because there's no vulnerability in complaint. Why do we criticize when our partner is trying to do it rather than help them and reward them? Because there's no vulnerability. You know what? It's one thing to fetch about what you're not getting. It's quite another to open up and receive it when your partner is trying to give it to you. They're beginners. They're rank beginners. They're awkward. They're not good at it. Okay, fine. I teach the disgruntled partner, often women in heterosexual relationships, but by no means all. I teach a disgruntled partner who is asserting themselves to, ready? Celebrate the glass 15% full. Who does that? It's too little, too late. You did this, but you didn't do that. You did this, but you didn't mean yes, but. You did this, but you didn't really mean it. And my favorite disqualification move of all time, you only did this because I asked you to. Great. That's a win-win for everybody. Think about being a parent, whether you are or not. Your kid comes home with a D. You raise holy hell. You grab them by the hand and find out what's going on and give them help. They come back in a week or two with a C. Do you say to your kid, why only a C? Not if you're a healthy parent. You say, that's great, honey. That's great progress. Now, what do we need to turn that C into a B? Let's keep going. We do this with our kids, but we don't do this with our partner. Hey, Melissa, you did a half-assed job not being critical of me this week. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. How are we going to get that other cheek on the chair? Let's do a whole ass job. How can I help you move further? I'm so excited by the progress you made. Encourage, don't discourage. 1, own your right to go after it and go after it. 2, once you've been heard, even though you don't really trust the son of a gun, that's a given. Even though they're doing a terrible job, that's a given. Once they say, okay, I'll try, stop being aggressive. Sharing how miserable you are at your partner's failures is not intimate. Let me say that again. We say, oh, I'm being all that. No. Here's how I want you to touch my body. Not rough, soft. Here, give me your hand. I'll show you. Here's how I want you to sit down with a cup of coffee and tell me what's on your mind. Not up in your head. I want you to include a few feelings. Be like a girlfriend. Say, I'm scared. Say, I'm lonely. You understand what I'm saying, honey? Break it down subjectively, not angrily. Help them learn their operating instructions. This is what works for me. And then three, once they start, encourage them, don't discourage them. Before you respond, ask yourself, is what is about to come out of my mouth going to further empower them to want to do more, or is it going to discourage them and say, oh man, I tried to hell with you? Yeah, no, you want A, not B. None of this is common. None of this is easy. None of this comes out of your trauma flooded young self. This is what we call the wise adult, prefrontal cortex. The first thing you have to do is take a breath, and we call it, remember, love. Take a breath, come out of that little boy or little girl you were into the adult you now are. Stop seeing your partner as a hopeless enemy. And remember that the best of them, anyway, really does want to please you. Who amongst us wants to make whoever we're living with absolutely miserable? Tune in to the best part of your partner. I know you love me. This would work better for me. As a favor to me, you'll benefit. You'll benefit if I'm happier. As a favor to me, could you come out of your comfort zone and let me teach you what would work better for me? Not what you need to do, you son of a gun. No, this would work better for me. Would you be willing to do that?